What's up, guys? SB Skills here. Sorry for my voice, I have a little bit of a cold. So today I'm making a video about my progress in editing. I'm just going to display all of my edits, good ones and horrible ones, from my very first edit to my most recent edit, and talk a little bit about each one. So that's about it, and we'll get started here. So this is my first edit ever. It was a mini Taj I did for the team I was in a long time ago called OSG. Honestly, it's not like a good edit at all, obviously, and I couldn't use Twixtor, so what I did in this part of the clip was I used theater mode to slow it down and speed it up. Just because I didn't have Twixtor, I edited with Sony Vegas, and it was bad. It was all bad. Yeah, but other than that, it was my first edit. At the time, I thought it was great. Looking back now, I realize it wasn't, but yeah, go ahead and enjoy this little segment. My next edit here was my first Playing with Skills ep. This wasn't an episode of my own, as much as this was a little series I started where I would feature other players who were really good. So don't think that this was like an ep of my standards. I wasn't doing eps at this time. I was trying to edit. And I couldn't motion track, so I tried to make it line up good, and it was kind of horrible. But yeah, once again, not the best edit. I was getting better though, a little bit, learning some new effects. At the time, I still thought this was a good edit, but yeah, go ahead and enjoy this. This next edit was my first ever OCE. Obviously nothing like how I would do an OCE now. It's real quick. And that was about it. Not the best thing ever. This was the first ever introducing ep I did. And the first time I tried 3D motion, not motion tracking, but making intros and stuff, like those first two you saw there, using Cinema 4D. I think this one was maybe the starting point of me getting somewhere in editing. I wasn't like good yet, but I was learning a few things here, and you'll see about those. Things were synced up pretty good. It was an alright edit. This is mostly where I came up with transitions for the first time. I overused them, but they were it was the first time I had come up with transitions in my edits.
Turn it up.
This next one here was first ever trick shotting edit I did for someone, another episode. Not as good. It's when I realized you need to modify the game volume to sound volume, because the volumes were just really overdone. The music wasn't as loud as the gunshots. It was not that great. But this is the first time I had After Effects, so I was learning some new things. And I mean, you know, it wasn't that great, but I liked this right here that I did, where I would flip it back for the shot. But my gun sounds were off and all that. But as far as my progression goes, I think it was a step forward for me. And I'll let you just watch the rest of this segment. This was a leftover episode I edited for Bolt Siller. Not the greatest as well. It was kind of a boring CC. I got a little better with my timing with the sounds and the gunshots and making them flow. So once again, just a little baby step forward.
Let's go. I'm on top. You like a midget trying to look over me. Roll up the leaf. Somebody call that nigga Keith, cause a nigga by the chief. Heading straight to the mall. Shot till I fall. With a bad bitch, she can have it all. Cause I'm okay. Polo the attire, all of my required. If I was in heaven, I'd still be on fire. Pass me the torch with the crowd, call me sire. Woo, woo. Nobody sip till I feel I got nobody. Wake up in the morning with yo shawty, feeling my body. She gotta go, but she wanna spin.
And this here, once again using my 3D intro, I just changed the bottom text of it. So this was my first, second OCE I did, and I think it was one of my better ones at the time. The flow was really good. First time I ever did a flash effect like that too, so it was a step forward. This here was the first teamtage I did. It wasn't that great, but it was definitely moving forward. It was the first time, actually the second time because I did it in that OCE. But one of the first times in a big video that I had actually used Twixtor, because before I was really just using Killcam slow-mo. So there's parts in this where I finally fondled around with Twixtor and tried some new things out, and it was pretty cool. This here is the first promo I ever edited. Not an amazing edit. I had to replay parts of the song to make it flow good, but I was pretty happy with the edit at the time of my editing progression. It was a little too bright, but it was a cool edit. This here is the first and only IRL edit I've done. I always thought it'd be cool to do an IRL edit, so I did this.
Holy shit!
And then here's a leftover edit. This wasn't an amazing edit with the color corrections and effects, but towards the end it was the first time I had that right there. Clean transitions, and I was getting a little better with my Twixtor, although it was a little late. I mean Twitch, sorry. This was the one of my best edits, I would argue. It was an episode for AJ. I don't know why, I just think as far as my edits go, I've done a lot of better OCEs, but this was probably my best ep I ever edited. And it was just, I don't know, I really like this edit. I think this was the starting point of me actually being good at editing, and it was a really good one. I'll let you enjoy this little segment of it. This is the first ever clip to quality I did. Warning, I fucked up and the twitch was way too much. Yeah, and it's because on my last one it wasn't enough, so I tried to make it better. It was just, you'll see. It's just a lot. So yeah, I just threw that in there. Gotta learn the hard way. This is another OCE I did. I like this one because the song says middle fingers up please, as the shock charge is getting thrown up to be cancelled. And it was just, that made it really clean. And I was pretty pleased with this OCE. I think it's one of my better OCEs actually.
Middle fingers up, please.
Also, you guys might be wondering, I never have 3D text. up until the last 2 edits on this video, I had 2 gigabytes of RAM. So here, someone helped me with it, but for the most part, I can never 3D text. It just, my computer crashes. This is a promo I did for Style. I did this edit in about 2 days. It's not the greatest edit, I know, but I was pleased with it for having done it in such a short period of time, and obviously coming a long way in my editing. Also, to make it flow, I had to replay a sound part, and that kind of made it not sound as good. So here we are, one of my better edits. This is the first hard edit I did, and it was that Style edit was a year ago. So this is what I just came back into editing, and I did this OCE for Colt HW. First time I've ever done an edit to hardcore, and I think it was okay. Bass drop was a little off there at the end, but overall it was I think it was a pretty sick edit. And then this one here, another hard edit, and this one was a little better. I did put buy skills twice in here. I just thought someone would try and steal my edit. I don't know, but yeah, it was a good one. Well, that's it, guys. Those are all my edits so far. I'll have some more coming up, though. Don't you worry. I just wanted to make this video because some people might see my newer edits and be like, you're behind or you're not that good. Well, here's a little video explaining how bad I used to be, and so it's just been a long road to get to where I am in my editing today. And I'm also not a full-time editor. I lead teams, I manage teams. I also work a lot, and I edit on the side. And so personally, I've come a long way, just getting better at editing, and I'm really happy with all of my edits now. Definitely almost all of the edits except for the last 4 in this video I'm not proud of, but we all have to start somewhere, right? So if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, hit me up if you want me to do an edit for you. I love doing OCEs because it helps me get better. Episodes, I don't mind doing, just takes a little bit more time. That's about everything, guys. Also follow me on Twitter for more updates. We also got some brand new members just out. We gained about 10 members this week, so we're getting really close to launching. Dare Vanes became a co-leader. I know he's no longer in Dare, but that's just his Twitter and everything, and everyone knows who he is. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.